Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment as the Tennessee Titans lose to the Los Angeles Chargers 17-14. Now, there are a lot of people that are expecting me to rant tonight. You come to the wrong place, my friend. I am not actually upset about this game today, but there's a reason for this. The signal was sent, and I said this when it happened, and everyone was so upset. Everyone wanted things to happen, and I said, okay, go ahead and fire Jon Robinson. Because when you do this, you are signaling something. You are signaling that the season is over. We were competitive today, by the way. But I already have people in my DMs, fans, I guess you can call them fans, maybe supporters, followers, subscribers, whatever you want to call them, talking about the NFL draft in 2023. And now, the Jaguars might win the division. And now I'm being asked this question, and it's a good question. Anyone that's asking this question in their heads is asking a very good question. Would you rather win this division in pick 21st, 20th, 19th, or would you rather lose out in pick 11 or 12 or 10 or 13? That's where we're at now. Here we go. Let's go. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. We might lose out. Do you remember 2010? Do you remember what 2010 looked like? Do you remember what it felt like? We're back. Welcome. The only difference between us then and us and us now is we don't have a drama queen. Well, we had two drama queens, one at coach and one at quarterback, and Vince Young and Jeff Fisher. Here we go. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. We might lose out. We might lose out. Son, this is going crazy, bro. Oh my goodness gracious. It wasn't a bad loss today. I'm not saying it was a bad loss today, but it's 4 losses in a row now and we're in trouble. That's what I'm saying. I mean, look, I like the defense today. Roger McCreary, oh my God, he had probably the best game of his entire career thus far. 100%, he played very well. I liked our backup corners and how they came through and how they played well today. Maven played well. The Jeffrey Simmons was back today. Big Jeff Simmons. He was back today. Kevin Byard with an interception today. The defense was popping. The offense was too little, too late. Derrick Henry played well. 100% he played well. He's going to pass 1,500 rushing yards this season. Good. We might lose out this season and go 7, not 7-9. People in the chat are saying 7-9. Guys, there are 17 games. Remember that. 7-10. I'm not talking about 7-9. I'm talking about 7-10. We're 7-7 right now. What is it? Next week we face the Texans, then the Cowboys, and the Jaguars. The Cowboys lost to the Jaguars today. But they could easily beat us next week. Or 2 weeks from now, sorry. 2 weeks from now. This is a problem right now, guys. Okay, yeah, we were 7-9 in 2010. But we lost out. Remember, we started, what were we that year? I think we were like 6-2 that year. We had a good record, like maybe 6-3, and then we just ended up losing out. It was crazy what happened in 2010. It's about to happen again. So, I mean, guys, this is wow. No, I know you guys. I think you guys are right because I think we lost the last game actually. Let me look back to that 2010 season. That was a while ago. I was 13 years old. 2010 Tennessee Titans. Let me get my historical facts correct because I think you guys are kind of right. So the schedule was okay. We won. It was week 15 at the time against the Texans, but we damn near lost out because we started 5-2, and then we only won one more game for the rest of the season. It was week 15 against the Texans. Okay, granted, I give you guys that. You guys got that one. But we went 6-10 that year, though. I'm literally correct. I said 6-10. We went 6-10 in 2010. I was right. We didn't lose out, but we're about to lose out right now. Wait, I'm not gonna say that. It's looking like we're gonna lose out. This is bad, guys. This is bad, and it's so crazy because I came on here and I shouldn't have came on here and I shouldn't have done this again. I keep saying this, but it keeps ringing true. I should not have come on here and given any sort of confidence after the Packers win. That's on me. That's on me. That's on me. I shouldn't have done that. That's on me. I'm sorry, guys. That's on me. I fell into the matrix. I did. When it came to that, I fell into the matrix. I shouldn't even have believed that this team was going to do anything. I knew this was always going to happen. Even 8, are we going to get another win, guys? Okay, we're going to be the Texans. We're going to be the Texans. The Texans are off. Is that enough to get it done? The Jaguars are coming, yo. And honestly, I'd rather lose. You know what? If you're asking me honestly, I would rather lose to the Jaguars week 18 and punt the division to them and get 10 more picks or 10 more spots in the draft. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. And I know it hurts to lose to the Jaguars. I don't want to lose to the Jaguars. But I think it's better for us right now. I think it's better for us right now. Because for us to just win this division and just go to the playoffs and just lose, what's the point in that? At this point, where this franchise is at. We're not in rebuild. I'm not using that word rebuild. That's a hell of a word to use, rebuild. But I'd rather be picking in the draft at number 10, at number 11, at number 12, than for us to make the playoffs and pick at 20, 21, 22. That's where I'm at. And let me go ahead and set up a poll. Let's set up the poll. Let's go ahead and do a poll right now. Let's do a poll right now. I want to know what everyone's feeling about this. It's going to be a very simple poll when it comes to this. Would you rather go ahead and tank for pick 10, 11, 12, or would you rather make the playoffs? I don't even want people to spend their hard-earned money and make the playoffs. It disgusts me. The idea of people spending their hard-earned money to go make the playoffs this year literally disgusts me. Yuck. I'm literally throwing up even thinking about it. Yuck. It's madness to me. Let's go ahead and start this. Let's get this poll popping. Let's get this poll popping. Where do I go to start this poll again? By the way, so I'm looking at the chat right now. So SCP says he wants to tank for Quentin Johnston. Let me go ahead and put the chats on the camera. Yeah, so Quentin Johnston says he wants to go ahead and tank for Quentin Johnston. He's a very good player. I like him a lot. I agree, sort of. Although I'm not sure if I'm trying to tank for him, but he's a very good player. We have Fulcrum C who says, what does it say? What's the point to be one and done? I agree. SCP says we need to retool. I agree. What I don't even know what type of name that is. F. John Robinson trading AJ Brown. Yeah, it sucks. Yeah, I agree with that. Corbin Anderson says, I personally would rather be in the playoffs than not. Fair enough. Charles Whipple also says he wants to make the playoffs. Tennessee T says, just throw in the damn towel already. We have King Vanley says tank. Yeah, we're gonna see. How the hell do I start? Hold on, let me look up how to start this goddamn poll. I did this like last week. Let me look it up real quick. Poll in YouTube Live. Yeah, no, it's going mad, guys, though. It's going mad. It's going literally mad. Create a live poll. There we go. Create your poll, then select Asher Community. Do I want to do all that? Oh, the bottom of the chat window. Where at the bottom? Can I see a picture of this? Oh, there it is. Hold on. There we go. All right. Bingo. Yeah, let's get it popping. I want a good poll about this. I want to know what the populace is thinking about this right now. Switch it. Pop it. Pop it. Switch it. Ooh, ooh. Bop it. All right, here we go. All right, go live. Yada, yada, yada. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Manage. Mischief manage. Boom. There's the poll. All right, let's get it popping. So, put your engagement. I want to know what everyone is thinking about. 100%. The question is this. Should we tank? It's a very simple question. Titans fans only. If you're not a Titans fan, don't put your goddamn opinion in there. Well, you can put your opinion in there. But think about it from a Titans fan perspective. Should we tank? That's the question. That's the question. There it comes. Here it comes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is in the chat. It's in the chat. It's going to be up there for 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, it's going to be in the chat. All right, we already getting it popping. 73% yes. 80, 63. Here it comes, 67. How many votes do we have? Can I see that? We have 25 votes already. 63% people say yes. 59 is going down. So we're going to continue to monitor this. Regardless whether or not we should or we shouldn't, it's happening. I'll tell you this. And look, guys, I don't know how many of y'all even know some of these players, because I know some of them. I don't know a lot of them. I'm not Buck Rising over here or something like that. But what I will tell you is this. Some of these players are going to give up, bro. And I promise you, some of them already have. And I don't have that on any sort of like confidence, generally speaking. Let me just preface that. But I promise you they're going to give up. And I promise you some of them already mentally checked out. And I promise you that. And I promise you that. So here we go. The GM's gone. Let's rock. Broncos country. Let's rock. All right, let's get to the comments. Add me in the chat at Sportsfan Entertainment, and I will read your chat. Super chats always get precedence. Okay, can I unpin this from this? I don't know if I can do that. Okay, yeah, add me in the chat at Sportsfan Entertainment. I will read your chats. All right, let's go ahead and let's look at David Kahn. David Kahn, As sports fan entertainment, there's no way the Jags are going to sweep the Titans. You are the last person I think to suggest that. Are you watching this team? Are you watching the Jaguars? They beat the Cowboys today. They look pretty good. Are we going to beat the Cowboys? Are we going to beat the Cowboys? Let me ask you that question. Are we going to beat the Cowboys? They just beat the Cowboys. And they also just beat us by 2 touchdowns at home. So, wait a minute. While I will agree with you, generally speaking, interdivisional matchups usually split. But are you watching the teams right now? Because if you're watching the Jaguars right now, you would see that Trevor Lawrence is becoming a franchise quarterback that is scary to me. That's what you'd be seeing. If you're watching the Titans right now, you're seeing that we're becoming the Denver Broncos. That's what you'd be seeing if you're watching. And I'm not yelling at you. I'm not mad at you. All I want to know is if you're watching. Of the last 4 games, we are no better than the Denver Broncos. Am I lying? Am I lying? Cool. Let's continue. Theodore Brown says, as sports entertainment, would you rather have Old Man Brady or Tannehill? Well, for what? So I've already been asked the Brady question when it comes to next year. Now, Brady next year, God, it's so stupid. I mean, we don't have a choice because, my God, we're going to be picking in the middle of the draft. If he wants to come, fine. I don't care. I mean, it's another year of us just spinning our wheels, just going ahead and doing it. Guys, you have, the climate has been here now for 2 years. You have Mahomes. You have Herbert. You have Allen. You have Burrow. You have Lamar. You have now Trevor in this conference. Not even the NFL. We have Tannehill. It's wraps. You gotta go get your guy. It's wraps. I mean, come on, guys. Let's be honest. It's going crazy when it comes to these quarterback talents. Tua is inconsistent. Tua is better than Tannehill. Oh my God, it's going crazy out here. You better get your quarterback, son. Otherwise, you're going to be left behind. Let me calm down. I'm about to get evicted. Man, let's go ahead. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping then. Let's talk about it. All right. So let's continue. Yeah, Tennessee T says we still going to put up 14 points. What a 14, by the way, with 2 minutes left. We had 7 points for the whole game. For the whole game, we had 7 points. The 14 is on the scoreboard. We had 7 points. Joshua George says, tank for Will Levis. Woohoo! God, we need to watch this tape. We're going to watch this tape on this channel this offseason. We're going to watch this tape heavy. Andrew Nito says, if J-Rob was here, I'd feel better about not tanking. Whoa. Well, he's gone. Hey, people wanted him gone. He's gone. There he is. All right, hopefully we get something better because they all wanted him gone. Now he's gone. All right, the amusement park says that sports for entertainment, I think it's harder for an organization to overcome a tank and maintain a winning culture than people let on, so it's risky. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. I think having the winning mentality and culture is 100% thing that I agree with that. I agree. So we went through this though. And by the way, not even to this level. We went 2-14, followed by 3-13. 2014, 2015. We were fine. We came back. 9-7, 9-7, 9-7, 11-5, 12-5, and then we're gonna see what this season ends up being. Although it's a regression, I think you can tank for the rest of the season, and we'll be fine. That's what I believe. All right, Atlanta fan 21 says Lawrence legit playing like top 5 quarterback the last 6 games. Bingo. Here he comes. He's coming. Here he comes. He's coming. Stop being dirty. I already know what some of y'all thinking. Let's continue. Let's get it popping. Let's continue getting it popping. Hold on. Let me also charge my laptop here before it dies. All right, so let's go ahead and close the poll. We have 51 votes. Should we tank, yes or no? The final poll says 58% says yes, that we should tank. 58%, very close. I like how close that was. So it is a close perspective when it comes to most of the fan base. Hold on, there we go. Look at my beautiful face. Oh, there we go. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I don't know. Again, when it comes to when I say the word tanking, like, is a GM actually going to tank, or is a coach? Mike Vrabel's not going to tank. But just theoretically, as fans, are we going to? Are you just down to tank now? Are you just here just to watch us lose? I think I'm kind of here for it at this point. That's why I'm feeling at this point. All right, let's go ahead and continue to get it popping in the chat. Let's get it popping in the chat. SCP says, has Sportsman tell me who's the quarterback next year. Woo! By the way, Malik Willis, I'm not going to talk hell about him today. When he was in, he actually played well. No, I mean, he was only 3 for 4 for 20 yards, but he didn't do bad, not today. So I can't talk smack about him today. So I'm not going to. Look, if you play well on the field, I'm not going to talk smack about you. By the way, Chig Okonkwo, my African brother. Look at my brother. Man, hey, we have a starting tight end, yo. We have a starting tight end in Tennessee. His name is Chig Okonkwo. Look out for Chig Okonkwo next year, yo. That is a highlight that we can at least look at and say, wait a minute, we have something there. We don't have much, but we have something there. I like Chig Okonkwo, man. This guy continues to perform very, very, very well. All right, let's continue. Riley LeGrone says, as Sportsman, to my fair point, decent D, but terrible offense, just like Denver. Yeah, we're the Denver Broncos at this point. We're literally Denver Broncos at this point. Nathan Hamilton says, as Sportsman 10 doesn't have much to do with the game, but why do you never go to games not throwing shit or anything? Genuinely curious. 100%. Good question. First of all, one, going to games is a little expensive. You see, I am a very frugal man, okay? I make decent money, by the way. I don't make bad money. I make decent money. By the way, if y'all want to finance me going to games, I'm totally down. Go ahead and put your super chats in. But I'm a very frugal man. I like watching the games at home. See, I'm asked a lot of things. I'm asked to go to the games, interact with the fans, interact with the fans after the game, go live after the game with my friends. I do have friends in real life. I know that's crazy. Watch the game with me. Let's go to this bar. Let's watch the game at this bar. Let's go ahead and watch the game here. Women are like, yo, Munya, MJ, let's go out. Let's watch the game. 100%, girl, I'm down. You already know that I'm down. So it's always something. My mom is like, oh my God, MJ, you got to come home. You got to watch the game with us. So I have a lot of responsibilities, a lot of obligations when it comes to that. That's why I can't go to every game. I'll go 1 or twice a year. I'm going to be there 100%. But I'm also a real human being. You got to understand this. I already have women that complain to me. I'm like Tom Brady out here. Giselle Bundchen yelling at me. Why ain't you at home? 100%, girl. I'm gonna be at home, but I need to also do my job. I'm gonna do my job 100%. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. All right. Let's continue with the chat. That was a good rant. Corbin Anderson says, as Sport Material, do you think if we lose out, the new GM will clear house of all talent contracts? No. Well, first of all, not of all. Hell no, not of all. It might be so it's gonna be some level of cleaning out, and we're gonna discuss this more in the offseason. Lewan is gone. Even he's saying that he's gone. I think he's gone. I think Henry stays. Tannehill's iffy. I would cut him. If you cut him post June 1st, it's like a $9 million cap hit. I'd cut him. We're going to see what they do on that. We're going to discuss on the offseason as it becomes closer and closer. Right now, it's a little early. Who else is gone? I think Robert Woods is gone. Thank God. I don't know why we ever bought into that. And then some other players will be gone as well. We're going to discuss that more as the offseason comes. It's a little early right now, but yeah, some people are going to be gone. I'm not going to say it's a total clean house, but it's going to be some movement for sure. Atlantic Fan 21 says, actually, he's not even adding me. He's adding someone else. Stephen Aguirre says at Sport Fan TV, do you think we should give this offense an overhaul and go away from the run-heavy scheme? Should we do that? Honestly, yes. And I will say that because Derrick Henry, look, he continues to run well. He's going to continue to run well. I think he only has, and I know there's a lot of Derrick Henry fans out there. That's fine. 2 years left, 2 or 3. At this level, it might only be 1. You got to go ahead and prepare to move on. And let me pose this in the chat. Let's ask this in the chat. There's a quarterback that I'm now interested in. And I want to know what y'all think about this quarterback. He's a quarterback that has potential. He's a quarterback that has performed well at this level. He's a quarterback that has had problems. He's a quarterback that I don't entirely trust. But he's a quarterback that's going to be available. Let me ask this question in the chat right now. I'm asking a poll. Should the Titans trade for... Can anyone guess what I'm thinking about? Guess something. He's going to be available. I like him. Baker Mayfield, y'all think I'm tripping, son. Hell nah. Kyler Murray is going to be available. I'm interested. Y'all think I'm thinking about Jameis and Mariota? I'm thinking about Kyler Murray. I'm thinking about Kyler Murray, son. Hold on. I know now. He needs to be rehabilitated a little bit. He been tripped. I don't know why he was yelling at Cliff Kingsbury like that. He should be yelling at that man like that. But wait a minute. He's talented. He can throw that rock, son. Wait a minute. He can run that rock too. Wait a minute. All right, the chat's going off. Poll's going off. 65% yes, 24 votes in. You weren't thinking about that. But that's why you come to this channel, because I'm going to give you some ideas that you ain't even thinking about. But I'm going to let you know. He's going to be available. The Cardinals, look, off the ACL, you can get him for a decent price. Get him that rehab. 100%, that's a good investment. Now, it's going to take a first-round pick, though. It will take a first-round pick, though. And I don't know if I trust him. I don't know. But I still think he could play. I don't know. Add me in the chat at Sportsfan and tell me, give me pros, cons. People are declining on the chat talking about he plays COD. He definitely does play COD. Oh man, I wanted to. I almost caught him on call this week, bro. I was on Warzone 2 this week, and I almost caught him on there. Atlanta fan 21 says that MJ just wants to play call with collar. Hey, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Vrabel can set him straight. That ain't gonna happen, but I'll take it. Gotta kick Todd to the curb first. I agree. We don't have receivers. Yeah, we need wide receivers. We do need wide receivers. I agree. By the way, we have a super chat. I almost missed the super chat. My bad, bro. We have a super chat from Michael Rosario who says the following. Can we fire our strength and conditioning coach? And yeah, people need to talk more about this. So I don't know exactly what's going on there. So my actual Titan sources, let me not spoil. I mean, I'm gonna say the word spoil. Spoil is a very different word to use here. Let me not expose who I know. But of the players that I've known in my lifetime, they have not complained about the strength and conditioning coaches. Okay, so I'm going to believe them, and they're honest with me. They are honest with me. So I believe that they are actually fine. However, when we look at the results in terms of our players getting injured, this is shady. I don't know why we have so many injuries. I don't know why we have these recurring hamstrings and all of this nonsense. I don't know. But from what I know of players that have been on this team, I'm not going to say who, and I'm not lying. Come at me. They say that they're fine. So I'm going to believe them when it comes to that. Okay? So that's all I'm going to say when it comes to that. But I don't know why so many injuries are happening. I don't know. I literally don't know. That's on, and I'm not a strength and conditioning guy. That's not my expertise. I'm not a medical guy. I have no idea when it comes to medicine. My mom's a nurse. That's the best I got. So I literally have no idea. But it is shady. It is very shady what's going on over there sometimes. All right, SCP says, why would the Cardinals trade him? Because he's been a problematic. He's been a problem in the locker room. He's been yelling at the coach. He's been a problem in terms of they signed this contract. They don't like him. I know that for a fact. They don't like him. They're already over him, and everyone knows this. If you're paying attention, you know this. They're already over Kyler Murray at this point. But they're kind of committed to him, contractually speaking. They want to move off him. I promise you that. I know that for a fact. They want to move off him. If they can move off him, for what, I don't know that specifically. I think one first gets it done, maybe two. Yeah, two is going to be tough for me to give up, but they want to move off him, and I'm guaranteeing that I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact they want to move off of him. Joshua George says, that's Sporting Timmy. He needs to displace. Who you talking about? He needs to displace. I watched him. Oh, Texas A&M and you. Ooh, okay, interesting. I'm not sure what you mean by he needs displace. Do you mean displace like Tennessee? I'm not sure what you mean by that, but go ahead and say someone else in the chat. David Kahn says, how about them Raiders? Well, they lost today in horrible fashion. If that's what you want to talk about, we can talk about it, but I'm not sure if that's what you really want to talk about. Someone said Jimmy G in the chat. No. And we're not having this conversation about Jimmy Garoppolo. Here's what I honestly believe. I think Ryan Tannehill is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. I think Ryan Tannehill is better than Jimmy Garoppolo. And I'm not even sure how close it is, by the way. We're not doing Jimmy G. Forget about it. No, I'm not interested. Discipline. Okay, Joshua George said discipline. The Raiders won? I thought they lost. Oh, my bad. Never mind, they won. Who was it was that them that got the crazy? Oh, that was them. Okay, damn. I thought that was the Patriots. GG. GG, you guys are right. There. Okay, I see the play now. Damn, yo. I thought the Patriots were in it back, but it was the Raiders. Okay, my bad. But no, 100% though. No, Tannehill's better than Garoppolo. So I'd be close. Let's continue. Gino Lopez says, as a lifetime Titans fan, it is a scary thought to rebuild again. Those 2-14 seasons rebuild. And again, that's why I'm always like, yo, before people go ahead and go crazy and cry and all this, when we went 2-14 in 2014, son. When we went 3-13 in 2015, son. That was bad. And I was only at the time 17, 18. So I was in high school. And people didn't know it yet. But I was already making videos on here. Now, they were not as big as they are now. Now I'm huge. But I was already making videos on here then. And I had to live with the shame of having to defend this football team. I haven't had to be shameful for years now. I mean, we lose. Okay, we might lose here in the playoffs there. But we're now a competitive franchise. It's not a bad situation right now. Now, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. But when everyone was talking about, well, we need to fire the GM, it's going crazy, I'm like, well, okay. But I promise you're opening the door. Because now I'm wondering if we're going to win the division this year. And honestly, I'm now thinking that I don't want to win the division this year. And I think I'd rather have a top 10 pick. That's where we're at now. And y'all asked for this. I didn't ask for this. I was totally fine going, what I say, the whole year. I said 10-7, 9-8. The whole year, that's what I said. That's a whole year what I said. You can go back and watch every single video that I've put on this channel this year. How consistent have I been on this channel? How consistent have I been on this channel? Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. All right. Let's continue. All right. Groundbreak says favorite wrestler of all time, The Rock. Obviously. Hello. You have to know that at least. SAP says, what about Jordan? No. No Jordan Love, no Trey Lance. Although they're very light-skinned men and like light-skinned men. Oh, pause. No. They haven't proven anything, son. No, I'm not in on Trey Lance or Jordan Love. They haven't proven anything. If you're gonna trade for them, you have to trade a third or a fourth. You haven't seen anything from both of these guys. Jordan Love hasn't been good in the preseason. He has 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions in the preseason. You can't trade for him. And then Trey Lance, no one knows anything. No one knows anything. Brock Purdy's better. No one knows anything when it comes to Trey Lance. Ivermectin patient says, and this is my boy, he says, could it be our physical style of coaching and playing that could lead to higher injuries? No, because they don't really practice that hard anyway. So, no, no. I can't go as far as to say that. I think that's a little too far for me, but it's a decent theory, but I can't abide by that. Nathan Hamilton says, that's where I'm saying you don't have to mention names, but is there anything a player told you that they didn't like? I mean, yeah, but like in jest, like just stupid stuff. By the way, this is what some people need to understand. Not you necessarily, Nathan, but in general. So here's the beautiful thing when it comes to being a journalist versus actually being a player. So I can I'm not even a journalist technically, but I do journalistic things. So I can totally be here, right? And I can totally talk to a player or two here and there. And they're going to be gone in a year. Maybe even in a week. Okay? But I can get some intel here, there. Think about it 5 years ago. Who was actually still on this team from 5 years ago? From 5 years ago. Bayern. Also, Harold Landry. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, okay, Lawan's still there, but Lawan's on the way out. Wait a minute, is that it? Are they all gone? So we can be here for years, 5 years, a decade, 15 years, 20 years. The players are going to come in and out. Ben Jones, someone said Ben Jones, thank you for that. They're going to come in and out. I'm going to be here. So I'm going to get my intel, and they're going to move on. But usually what they talk, not all of them, but some of them, they just talk shit. They just talk shit like, I'm leaving the quarterback, or like I bought this house and I don't really care. Yeah, I'm living in Edgewood, or I'm living in West End, or this was going on. You trying to go out? All right, I'm trying to go out. One of my female friends was dating Isaiah Wilson before I knew he was a disaster, and I was like, oh my God, Isaiah Wilson's kind of a disaster, and this is a problem. And I couldn't talk about that. She was like, MJ, do not go and talk about how bad Isaiah Wilson is. That's how crazy it goes sometimes. Let's keep this quiet. Do not post this on Twitter, you will. I knew this girl that was dating Isaiah Wilson, and I should have came on there and I should have said, wait a minute, Isaiah Wilson's kind of a disaster. And I posted about his DUI, and I knew, I was like, yo, that's a bad pick, John Robinson. You better get to know your players. So on that aspect, 100%, I will blame John Robinson when it comes to that, but he ain't in the streets. I'm in the streets because I'm just a guy, right? You gotta get some spies in the streets. You gotta get some men in the streets that aren't high-level executives that can go ahead and get to know some of these players, because, guys, managing a 53-man roster is wild, son. You don't know what these men are doing in their free time. You don't know who they're dating. You know what their families are like. You can only know so much. But even I knew Isaiah Wilson was doing some wild stuff out here. Donuts in the parking lot? Son, madness. In the intersection? Madness, son. There it is. All right. So, should we trade for Kyler Murray? The end poll says 60% yes. Interesting. It's something to look at, guys. I mean, I'm not going to lead y'all astray. It's something to look out. And we're going to see. We're going to see what's going to happen there. So, we've been live for almost 40 minutes now. We're going to go ahead and end it here. Tennessee Titans lose to the LA Chargers 17-14. Again, it wasn't a terrible game. But this franchise is now at a crossroads where we are now starting to look towards the NFL draft. We are now starting to look towards the NFL draft. I am now talking about quarterbacks that we might have to trade for. This is bad. We were thinking about maybe we could contend 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago. That's done. We are now looking towards the offseason. Look how far this Tennessee Titans season has come. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment. I'm out. See y'all later.